Hello, my name is Tom Stiles, and I'll turn turn that down. This is Tom's Radio Room Show number 59, take two. Take one was no good, so we got to do it over. Been away, been away, been a while since I've done a video, so I'm getting a little rusty, I guess, and I hadn't had this particular computer on for a while either, so it's taken forever for it to actually catch up and get going again. You know, it's doing all kinds of stuff in the background, which is hanging up this recording software. But here we go again. Now, what I was planning on doing today is record a video the first time, get it right, and it's done. But that didn't happen. I've been trying for over an hour now to record a video. It's interesting how things get rusty, especially for PCs. Anyway, I'm recording again. I haven't recorded a show in quite a while due to the fact that I got a consulting job about a year ago, and it was supposed to last a year, but it's now a year and 8 months now. So it's gone on a little longer, and it has been consuming all my time, so I haven't had much time for doing my videos. Today I was planning on doing a video on a Hamfest that I went to a couple of months ago, but when I started looking at the pictures I took, they all looked too familiar. It seemed like the stuff was the same stuff I saw at that Hamfest last year. Now, this is a kind of a small Hamfest. Used to be about 50 people. This year was down to about 35 sellers. And sure enough, I went back and looked at the pictures I took last year. And would you believe it or not, I would say 90% of the pictures were exactly the same as last year. So it was the same people and the same stuff. And the same stuff that nobody wanted. So consequently, I only spent about 20 minutes at the Hamfest. And it was kind of a disappointment. Now, this year in general, let's talk about Hamfest in general here in Florida. That's kind of been the norm. And what I've seen, like the biggest Hamfest is in February, and it's in Orlando. It's a big Hamfest. It's not a Dayton Headfest, but it's maybe a half a Dayton or a third Dayton Hamfest. Most of the major manufacturers do show up. Kenwood, Tintec, Yaesu, they show up. So I usually go to that one. And so this year, I was thinking about going. Had hoped to go with somebody else because it's about a 100-mile drive both ways. And I looked at what the major vendors were coming out with, and wasn't much new. The tailgate last year, although it was fairly large, and it was up last year from the previous years, I really didn't find anything I wanted. Again, it was a case of stuff I had seen before, or of just stuff nobody really wanted. So I finally decided not to go. And I got a report back from another friend that went, and he said I didn't miss anything. So that was kind of bad. And it, kind of in general, that's where Hamfest has been going. They were really going downhill a couple of years ago as far as attendance and number of people selling stuff. They did pick up in the past couple of years a little bit, but it's still kind of stagnated. So consequently, I'm not going to do a show of that Hamfest, that little Hamfest I went to a couple of months ago. So because it would be very boring. So I do want to get back on track and making videos. My present contract is up in 2 weeks. So therefore, if they don't renew my contract, I'll have more free time. If they do renew my contract, it'll take them 6 weeks to get it renewed. So I'll have at least 6 weeks to work on some videos and stuff I want to do. So we'll see how that goes. I'd like to get back into reviewing older radios and some newer radios and some newer ham equipment. I kind of enjoyed reviewing the MFJ stuff, the new MFJ stuff. That was kind of interesting. So we'll see if maybe I can pick some more stuff out of the catalog and get them to send me a demo version so that I can review it and let you know what I think about it. Also, I want to review some recent books related to ham radio and even scanner radio that are out there. Some magazines. At the local library does a real neat thing. They have a little store in the library where you can buy used books and used magazines, and people come in and they drop off their used books and magazines as donations to the store. And time to time I'm able to arrive at the time that one of the local hams drops off his ham radio magazines and pick those up for $1 a piece. And so that works out pretty cool. I got some of those about 2 weeks ago. So I want to do a show kind of looking through those and look at what equipment they have in there and maybe try to contact the manufacturers and see if I can get a demo. So that's some of the things I want to do here in the near future. Sorry I didn't get a full show today. Hopefully in about 2 weeks when I'm free, I'll do some full shows and we'll see how it goes. So that's it for today, 73s, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.